saying you got hurt? And did you say that she's a flim-flam flirt? Are you saying that some double-dealing dole went and did you dirt? Well, bub, oh, welcome, welcome, welcome to the club. Now you know the feeling when you're stung. Now you know why touchy songs are sung. So you stumble down the ladder of love to the bottom rung. Well, bub.
The singer is Grant Chilcott. The band is Wentworth-Brewster & Co. The style is 30s and 40s and popular enough to have made a fan club of the whole damn country.
It happened to me, but have no fear. Love went through me, but we all snapped back. 10 to 1, you'll give up, wondering why. Why she gave you up for that you guy. But until you find the kiss that makes you kiss all the blues goodbye. Well, bub, welcome, welcome, welcome to the club. But until you find the kiss that makes you kiss all the blues goodbye. Well, bub.
Welcome to the Club became a hit single, a video and part of a documentary because the crossover charm of Wentworth-Brewster & Co. quickly made them a nationwide attraction. Here's how Grant Chilcott and the band were seen on Television New Zealand's acclaimed Weekend magazine show.
Wentworth-Brewster & Company was a name of a lady Noel Coward used in a song called A Bar on the Piccolo Marina, a song about a respectable British matron who discovered in the nick of time that life was for living. And I've always loved the name. And a few years ago I was living in Sydney and I thought I might get Wentworth-Brewster & Company butler hire on the roll. And it was awful. We got one call, a lady in Bondi Beach. We didn't even have a car at the time. We walked there and shifted some furniture for her from one room to another, and that was the end of it. But we had a nice add-in, you know, it's at Wentworth-Brewster and butler hire. Well-drilled team will undertake domestic duties around the clock. But early 1984, got together with our guitarist pair, and he encouraged me to, well, start singing, which I'd always done a lot of, but not publicly. And so we thought we'd come up with the Wentworth-Brewster & Company music. And we kicked off with a nice goings-on party I held, which was all lots of fun. I did a few tricks, and a shirt-off trick, which is very, very good. You actually take the shirt off the person. And Wentworth-Brewster & Company had their debut, their humble beginnings there in March 1984. And we only knew one song, Ain't Misbehaving, which we played every hour on the hour.
They were dubbed the darlings of the Trendoids, and countless other tributes were pouring off the presses by the time they recorded their next single, Straighten Up and Fly Right. Not bad for a band named after a character in a Noel Coward song. Coward is a hero for Grant Chilcott.
I've just had the most extraordinary experience. Must be something to do with the sun. You know, for quite no reason, I'm here for the season, high as a kite, living in an era with Maud at Cape Fear, which couldn't be right. Everyone's here, frightfully gay. Nobody cares what people say. Though the Riviera seems really much queerer than Rome at its height, yesterday night I went to a marvellous party with Nada and Nunu and Nell. was in the fresh air, and we went as we were, and we stayed as we were, which was hell. Poor Grace started singing at midnight, didn't stop singing till 4, but we knew the excitement was bound to begin when Laura got fried on Gibboni and gin and scratched her veneer with a Cartier pin. I couldn't have liked it more. I've been to a marvellous party. We played the most wonderful game. Maureen disappeared and came back in a beard, and we all had to guess at her name. Imagine. Dear Cecil, good old Cecil arrived wearing armour, some shells and a black feather boa. Poor Millicent wore a surrealist comb made of bits of mosaic from St. Peter's in Rome, but the wait was so great that she had to go home. I couldn't have liked it more.
The great success of Wentworth-Brewster has had many spin-offs. Fame has allowed Grant Chilcott lucrative appearances on nationwide television commercials.
She said she'd meet me at Columbine, 10 sharp. She was late. But you don't mind waiting for a dame with pins like hers. You're late.
I know.
Here's looking at you, kid.
I've come to say goodbye. I'm flying out in an hour.
Oh.
Goodbye.
And she walked right out of my life. As I watched her go, I knew I'd never forget the dame in Columbines, or her legs.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please keep the applause going for Wentworth-Brewster and Company?
This remarkable band just can't stop working. They are in demand every week of the year, night and day.
When the jungle shadows fall, like the tick, tick, tick of the stately clock as it stands against the wall, like the drip, drip, drip of the raindrops when the summer shower is full. So a voice within me keeps repeating you, 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 night and day. You are the one, only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, doesn't matter, darling, where you are, I think of you. Night and day, day and night. Why is it so that this yearning for you follows wherever I go? Through the roaring traffic's boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you. Night and day, day and night, under the height of me, there's an oh such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and its torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day. Through the roaring traffic's boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you. Night and day, day and night, under the height of me, there's an oh such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and its torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day.